Yerp, yerp, yerp. It's that time once again. Yerp, yerp, yerp. Bah! Bah! My name is Todd, and this is the Nothingcast. And I wanted to start this off by saying I uh, I made an oopsie. I A couple episodes ago I was talking about Avengers Doomsday and how there hasn't really been anything hyping me up, sort of getting me in that mindset of being like, okay, this movie's gonna be a banger. But they just did some cast listing. I don't know if it's the whole cast or what, but I'm slowly starting to change my mind. I'm slowly getting there. I think some more time needs to be taken. I think some more stuff needs to be done, but I am getting there. If you haven't seen the cast listing, I'm gonna spoil it for you now. So, clench your butt cheeks. A lot of X-Men actors, whole lot of X-Men. No Hugh Jackman, which I found surprising. I have a feeling he'll show up, but no confirmation on that as of yet. But whole lot of X-Men. Bringing back Channing Tatum as Gambit, too. I found that to be the most surprising cast reveal, considering he was kind of like a side character in Deadpool and Wolverine. So seeing Channing Tatum back again is pretty cool. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. On my drive over to where I record, I stopped at Walmart and I saw a lot of people who probably could have given me a disease of some sort. Probably characters best left unassociated with for my well-being, my safety. I was thinking a little bit earlier about cryptids that have more or less been confirmed to, just be real, like the Kraken. We have a lot of information nowadays that suggests that, yeah, the Kraken is real. It's just a colossal squid. But I was thinking more of along the lines of, what about the chupacabra? What about the goat sucker? The sucker of goats. I think we can more or less say that one's real. I mean, 90% of the time they're coyotes with mange. So, I mean, really, case closed on the chupacabra thing. I think today is going to be pretty laid back episode. I didn't have a whole lot planned to talk about today. Just, sort of been empty-headed, empty-minded, if you will. New Nintendo Direct came out. Some interesting stuff there. New Metroid Prime. I mean, everyone's pretty hyped up for that. Been like that for a while. New Pokemon Legends footage. Everybody likes that. I'm surprised they did a new Nintendo Direct for specifically the Switch, considering Switch 2 is like within a year gonna be out. Like, they're even doing a specific Direct for the Switch 2 like next week. So it's a very odd choice to, get people hyped up for your one console that's going to be on its way out. I found it very odd, very very peculiar. Very peculiar. I've been thinking a lot about camping recently. I I used to go camping a lot with my family. I don't do it so much anymore just because I would always like have horrible allergies when we'd go, and it just made it impossible to enjoy it. You know, can't enjoy something when you can't, when you're clawing your face off, when you can't breathe, which really sucks. But there are other things that, you can do. Camping's really more of a, like, you can do it at any time of the year, but we always, do it around summertime. And there's always something else you can do in the summer, so, it's pick and choose. Pick and choose. I haven't been to the beach in years. That's something I'd like to do. Just hang out at the beach. Maybe have a couple brewskis on the beach. Make a sand castle. A, a sand Eiffel Tower. I've seen some pretty wacky sand sculptures over on the interwebs, the interview. I think part of the problem I'm having recording right now is that I'm just sort of antsy, sort of anxious. And I just don't I'm having a hard time focusing. Having a hard time just talking. And if I could just get past that, things would go a whole lot smoother for me and for you, the listener. I think dodo birds would be pretty tasty. I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, we should bring animals that are extinct. We should bring them back to life and destroy the ecosystem. Dodo birds are the exception. Uh, Kentucky Fried Dodo, man. Our special guest is back this episode. You want to come up? You want to hop up here? Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a happy kitty. She just needed to hang. You got something you want to say? There you go. I have a buddy with me this episode. Let's just hope she stays my buddy and doesn't uh try saying anything that'll get me canceled. Try saying things that'll ruin my career, ruin future opportunities for me. I don't need your help doing that. I already do that well enough. I already do that way too well. But yeah, we've got a buddy today. I would like to have people on the podcast at some point. It's just my setup is not ideal. It is not ideal. Ow, hey. No. She's looking at the computer and she's seeing like the waveforms go by. And she thinks it's funny. Thinks it's humorous. Huh. Digging your claws into my knees. I don't appreciate that. But I'd like to have some guests on at some point. I think that's what I need. Is like I need someone to sort of bounce off of. I need someone to work with. maybe not for like every single episode, but like, every once in a while, get someone on, make something feel more cohesive, you know? I feel like I'd be able to get longer podcasts out if I could just keep talking, keep yapping. Certified freak, 7 days a week. I think WAP is one of the greatest songs that has ever hit the internet. Also, I think, and this is a big one. This one, I said earlier that I already say things that get me in trouble. I think Baby Yoda has done irreversible damage to Star Wars. I don't think the damage that Baby Yoda has done can be undone. I think uh, I think it I kind of ruined Star Wars. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put it out there. There's gonna be tons of people who are. I'm saying it now. I don't like Baby Yoda. Yeah, he's cute, but you also kind of want to see him get like crushed by a boulder. You want to see him get torn to shreds by a pack of coyotes. It'd be interesting. It's Grogu! Everybody, it's Grogu! It's Grogu the Jedi! I don't think Star Wars needed any more, like, mascot-y characters. Like, I mean, the original lineup was already iconic as is, and now you just have one that's more iconic than all the others. It's more mainstream too, which is you want that, but at the same time you don't want that. You want something that is relatable, and I'm sorry, but a little green man is not relatable. Just isn't. I remember people were mad about uh, the whatever the fuck the Greg. People were mad at Greg because he ate like a tadpole egg in one of the episodes of The Mandalorian. And it's like, you people are no fun. No fun. It's okay when I do it, so why isn't it okay when Gregory does it, I also just hate the name Grogu. Sounds sounds gross, Sounds like stuff you'd find trapped in between your foreskin. Grogu. Nasty. Yuck. Grogu sound yucky. I don't like that. I think his name should be David Letterman. The Mandalorian and David Letterman. Has way better ring to it. Also, just cut off his ears. Just I just want to see a little green man in Star Wars. Don't make him elf-like. Just a little green man. That's all you need. A little Martian. I don't care if it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. There's still little green men. Okay? There are still slug people. But we can't have little green men. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. This is what's wrong with the woke hive mind today. We can't have little green men in our Star Wars. Oh, I have a good question. What the hell happened to Subway? What happened to Subway to make it the way, well, besides all the, the Jared stuff, what happened to Subway to make it, it used to be the best sandwich place, and now it's just a sandwich place. I mean, like I'll have Subway. I'll have Subway every once in a while, and I'll sit down to eat it. And I'm like, this is fine. It's not really good. Ooh. This is a subpar sandwich at best. What the hell happened? I think part of it is that Jersey Mike's came in and sort of shafted Subway, but that doesn't really explain the quality of Subway. It just sort of took a fucking nosedive at one point. I had a churro from Subway once. It was fucking abysmal. Terrible. The most pathetic churro I've ever had. But yeah, that's gonna save their business. That'll fix their company after the blight that was Jared Fogle, the Fogelnator. Oof. But yeah, like, you know, I feel like the only time I ever get Subway is like you see them a lot in Walmarts. I think they have like a deal of some sort, but you go to a Walmart and you'll see a Subway and you're just like, yeah, I just got groceries. I don't feel like making anything. I'll just grab a quick sandwich, quick and simple. But yeah, I think Jersey Mike's made a devastating blow to the Subway franchise. And I mean, rightfully so, because Jersey Mike's is fucking amazing. Incredible sandwich. Is it pricey? Yeah, but you're getting quality food. So you win some, you lose some. It's not like, the amount of money you put in the Subway and you get subpar food. It's not like that. You're gonna get a hard on eating a Jersey Mike sandwich. It's guaranteed. They say it in the slogan. I mean, you can't get much better than that. If the slogan says it, it's got to be true. I've been thinking a lot about cursed objects, cursed places and things, and I'm just like, I've never been, I'm not the type of person to sit here and say like I go full into the paranormal, you know, but certain objects got just give off a bad energy, man. Like the Sonichu medallion. I mean, bad shit happens, and that medallion is at the center of it, man. I think if Chris Chan had just thrown that shit away, I think he would have been better off for it. She would have been better off for it. Sorry. Uh, yeah, but like, you see people like, oh, I got a Sonichu medallion in the mail from one of my fans. I'm gonna put it on. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a horrible idea. Why would you do that to yourself? You are making. It's like the monkey's paw, except you don't get anything and you get fucked. That's what you get with the the Chris Chan's paw, Chris Chan's medallion of chaos. A lot of people probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's probably for the best. That is probably for the best that I don't explain. I want to. Chris Chan is a person from the internet, probably the most documented person on the internet who has done some things, definitely done, uh, definitely done a lot. Not a lot of good, a lot of evil and twistedness, a lot of I mean, if you know, you know. I don't want to be the person who I want to be the person who lets you know, but I also don't want to be the person who gives it away. I don't want to spoil anything, you know? I mean, there's a whole wiki. I don't know if it's still around, but there was a whole wiki dedicated to this character, and uh, literally everything you need to know is there. I mean, just just a very criminal person, you know, and I have spent. I mean, there's like a 60-part documentary on YouTube. Each part is like an hour long. I think I only ever made it to part 8 because I was just like, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to decipher and go through. What do you think of Chris Chan Peanut? You got anything you want to tell them? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too. I think, I think, uh, I think you should look into it yourself. You know, I think you'll find out some things that you don't want to know. This is my warning. You should look into it, but you're not gonna like it. You are not gonna like it. My name is Kristen Weston Taylor. I'm putting you live from Rockersville, Virginia. Rockersville, Virginia. Don't call anybody. What I will tell you about Chris Chan is, and you probably already know this, proud creator of Sonichu. I mean, we all know about the iconic franchise Sonichu. Yeah, that was Chris Chan. I know that's surprising, but yeah, I kind of want to change the subject now. I think I focused. I got too. I'm in too deep, man. Man, I'm in too deep talking about the literal motherfucker. Shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I went. I went bowling again. We like to bowl. I'm horrible at it. I'm just gonna get that out of the way now. I have never seen a more atrocious bowler than I. I mean, there were small children who were just decimating me. I I will not have interruptions. No. I had to kick the cat out. She was being a turd. That's gonna become a frequent pattern on the channel. Is me giving my cat a chance to, you know, talk, and instead she'll just say awful things, vile, vile things that I have to cut out and edit out, and she gives me more work. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. A little bit of extra work now and then, to keep you busy, keep you keep you keen, keep you on task. It's good for you. It's good to have distractions. because your distractions help you focus on what you need to do more, right? That's why what is that? I always find weird shit in the recording room. Is that just, I don't know what that is. It looks like a slug, but it has little, you know, like human hands. A human-handed slug. Weird shit, man. Weird shit. I need to start doing a way better job about saving because I I go start working through stuff and then I lose it and then I don't have it and then I gotta re-record stuff. So here goes. I am the king of the Amish. Putting it out there now. I am the ruler of the Amish. Of all Amish kind. That was bestowed upon me as a Pennsylvanian. That is a rank that I gained that. I earned it. And it will not be taken from me. I licked a salt lick once. I'm admitting it here. I licked a salt lick. What else was I supposed to do with it? Huh? What would you have done if you encountered a wild salt lick? If deers can lick them, so can I. So can I. Do deers, actually like salt? I've never really wrapped my head around it. Is that, ugh. Is that a natural part of a deer? A doe, a deer, a female deer? Is that a natural part of their diet? Is just pure salt crystals? I know they eat, grass and berries and shit, but I was unaware of their salt eating properties. Deers have a lot of weird properties. Sometimes they run out in the road and freeze and you hit them with your vehicle. Sometimes they tap dance. The tap dancing deer of Gettysburg. Look it up. An odd phenomenon. Another odd phenomena. There was a plague, and there were a lot of plagues in Europe actually, but there was this particularly weird one where people just started dancing, and they didn't stop. Some of them didn't stop until they got so exhausted they died. No one's really sure how that happened or why it happened, but it happened. I mean, there's historical records, there's evidence. There's evidence of the dancing plague. And you never know when it'll strike again. Who knows where and when the dancing plague of, I don't know, the dancing plague of Europe. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now. I know it was Europe. The dancing plague of 1518. Here it is. Strasbourg, Alsace, or modern day France. That makes, a French dancing plague. Petit flan. Really odd stuff, man. We live in an odd world with a lot of wonders, Obviously, we have a lot of problems too, but sometimes you need to take a step back and look at the cool stuff and say, thank thank you, God. Thank you for goats and trees and that one time frogs fell out of the sky. It was more than once, but it happens, and that's a thing, and it's wonderful. And with that, I'm gonna end it for today. I'm gonna leave it on that. I want you thinking about all the wonderful things you've seen this week. Maybe you've seen maybe you've seen a celebrity. Maybe you've seen a wonder of nature that you've never seen before. And just think to yourself, wow, we live in a world. We certainly live in a world. I'll see ya in the next episodio. That is Spanish for episode.